tico tico tick, oh tico tico tock. This tico tico, he's a cuckoo in my clock. And when he says cuckoo, he means it's time to...
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Allwage. I'm your Mr. Gay World 2013. This is my very first official vlog, video blog. This is a part of a 12-part series called In Bed with Chris, an advent calendar countdown towards Christmas. This is my very first installment, and today is the 1st of December. But around the world it is also the 25th anniversary of World AIDS Day. This year UNAIDS has decided the theme for this World AIDS Day is Getting to Zero. The Getting to Zero theme has 3 categories. Number 1, 0 new HIV infections. Number 2, 0 AIDS-related deaths. And number 3, 0 discrimination. I heard a shocking statistic the other day. Did you know that 1 in 3 people living with HIV have faced discrimination because of it? That's terrible. I think as a community we need to band together and create awareness to stop that from happening. So where do we fit into this whole thing? Well, let's start at the beginning. Do you know your status? If not, why not? I think it's very important for a man, especially a gay man, to know his status, because would you willingly pass on the virus without even knowing you had it in the first place? I don't think you would. And these days, it's easy to come by the test. Most towns and cities have rapid HIV testing facilities, and most times it's free. All you need is a drop of blood or a swab of saliva, and within 15 to 20 minutes you'll know the results. Now why is this important, you ask? Well, if you know your status, you can protect yourself and you can protect your partners. What this means is that if you are infected, you know to wear condoms when you meet someone else. Also, if you are uninfected, it means that you could run the risk of then receiving the virus, and so you can make better choices about whether or not to use condoms. Second part is safer sexual practices, everyone. This is a very important thing. Prevention is the best cure in this case, because there is no cure for HIV. So what this means is learn to love your condom, gents. Make it a part of your foreplay. Make it something that is a part of your sexual practices. Water-based lubricant and latex condoms equals fun time and 0 HIV transmission. Next topic, 0 AIDS-related deaths. Did you know that an HIV-infected person, if caught early enough and treated, can live a long, happy life? A normal lifespan. This means that HIV is no longer the same death sentence that it used to be. However, this does mean that the pool of people living with HIV is ever increasing, which means that we run the risk of possibly encountering a person who is living with it and could potentially then, transmit the disease without us knowing. So, this still means, guys, that you've got to use your condoms and be aware and safer. Alright, discrimination. This is a hard one. Oftentimes we find that there's a bit of a stigma about HIV, and this is is uninformed. People need to know the truth that, people living with HIV are just like you and me. You can't get it from spit or from biting or from kissing. You can only get it through the mixing of bodily fluids, through either sexual intercourse or using dirty syringes, i.e. through blood. So, unless you're planning to do either of those 2 activities, i.e. sexual intercourse unprotected or share dirty syringes with someone who is infected, it is very unlikely that you will contract the HIV virus. So what this means for you is that, they're just like you and me and deserve respect. Alright? Why be afraid of something that will never happen? I don't know. And for those of you living with HIV, I learned something else the other day. There is no job that you can't do because you are HIV positive, which means that follow your dreams and be the person that you want to be. It is all in your hands and you have the power to do great. So, don't be defeated by it. Live and enjoy life. Celebrate it. I also learned another new fact that if you are HIV positive, that there are now treatments that render you non-infectious. Which means that even if you have HIV, that with certain treatment, you can't pass it on. This is a very great thing indeed. But boys, this doesn't mean you can still go around having unprotected sex. Bottom line is, love your condoms. The last thing I'd like to share with you is this fact. Men and women living with HIV are now able to have HIV-free children. You heard correctly. It is a shown statistic that only 1% of babies born from HIV-positive mothers have HIV themselves. So this means that if you're planning to have a family and you are HIV positive, that there are options available to you to have a child that is still HIV-free. I would, however, consult your doctor and talk to your medical profession about this, just to make sure that you're making the right choices and know what you're doing. And lastly, so, show your support for the cause on World AIDS Day by wearing the universal symbol for AIDS, and AIDS awareness and support for people living with HIV. The red ribbon. You can make it yourself, or you can buy it as a fundraising tool to contribute to the communities that work for and supporting people living with HIV. So this is my first installment, guys, my World AIDS Day talk, my very first vlog, and so I am a little bit nervous and this is a bit jilted, but I'm sure as the weeks progress and the days go on I shall get better. So just before Christmas I'll be a pro. But until then you'll have to put up with my shaky voice and my squinty eyes, and I'll see you in 2 days time with my next vlog. Alright guys, remember this message. Be the role model you wish you had when you were growing up. Be the change in the world you want to see, and do a kind deed for someone you don't know, because karma is watching and it'll always come back to you. Alright guys, I love you lots, and until next time, Chris out.